Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Living Shadow Tarot. How bees you? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing swell. Oh, excuse me. This is going to be a reading for Leo, Virgo, Cusp people. So if you are on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, which means you were born August 19th to the 25th, we're going to see what's going on, what you need to know, how you're handling your duality, the chariot. So what you need to know, what you need to go. Oh, you need to go with this chariot. You need to go. Gotta go. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So there's some kind of abandonment. Um, I'm not sure if you're abandoning somebody else or if someone is abandoning you, though. Or if this is just flashbacks, memories of an abandonment situation, like a childhood abandonment situation. I'm getting all these various different things. Or you could be afraid of abandonment because of a childhood abandonment situation, and that fear manifests itself in you abandoning other people and other people abandoning you, even in your adult life. Yikes! And that was only off two cards. What y'all got going on over there? Seems pretty deep. Ooh. Okay, so we're in the abandonment. Where do we? How does Leo Virgo Cusp person approach healing this? That's Eight of Pentacles. How do they approach healing this? Yes, I get working through it with the Eight of Pentacles, but I'm saying how do we work through it? That's kind of the point I'm asking for. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. They just answered me in the most sarcasticest way. It's like, how do we get to this? They work on it, and I'm like, okay, so that's not the answer in particular. The particular way I was trying to look to say that. Okay. I love this. My shells ring and then the cards fly out. It's amazing. Nine of Cups, Two of Swords. Strength and Three of Wands. Right? Okay. So we work through this by filling up your own cups enough, being self-sufficient emotionally enough to not really have to let that be a concern from a different person. So what this is basically saying to me is that you have to look within yourself to find some form of strength, right? With this strength card here, this is the Leo card, and this Eight of Pentacles is it's a Virgo card. So you have to go and find some form of inner strength to be able to say, well, and look at your life, right? Look at your life. Look at where you are. Did you position yourself in a spot where someone could abandon you now in your current adult life? And I'm not talking about childhood because clearly we don't, 628 on the clock. So that could be, I know 28 has been a number and 6 is the number of love. So this could be, 20 has been like a number of prosperity, I believe, but it's a few different things being worked out. Point being that if you can figure out where inside of, like, if you have yourself, like in today's world, right? A lot of people have apartments. We have rent. Are you in a place of rent where if you were there by yourself, you could pay for it by yourself, especially in this pandemic or whatever? That's kind of half, mostly over. But you know what I'm saying? Like, are you in a spot where you are self-sufficient and that you don't have to worry about someone abandoning you because it won't change the core of your life, right? Lots of times, we become codependent after we had something like that, right? So you're codependent on someone else being around, but if there's no one around, then it's like a reach right back into, oh my god, I can't, what am I going to do if no one's around? Well, if you're independent but just around other independent people, it doesn't have to be such a fear, because if you're able to survive and live and do different things on your own, then it's less of something to fear because it's less detrimental. That's the best way I can put that. I hope that helps. Three of Wands. Not to say, oh, you got to move out or anything like that, but along the lines of like, make sure that, especially with this Nine of Cups, this is more of your emotional body than your then like the rent situation would be like if it was Nine of Pentacles here, but this is Nine of Cups. This is more like your emotional body. Like, do you feel like, like to go do something? Do you feel like you need a companion, or it's like one of those things, like, do you feel like you can go to the movies by yourself, or do you feel like you need to have another person go with you because you don't feel like you're able to go, like there's a lot of people who have that type of thing where it's like, oh, I can't like go to the mall by myself or something, not in a bad way. Like, I mean, like, and I'm not saying just like if you want to go with other people that it's bad to want to go with other people, but if you're like afraid to go alone, that's a different thing. So you gotta like, if you're feeling that way, ask yourself that thing. Like, do I go to the mall with other people because I just want these particular people around, or do I go to the mall with such because they're the only people available and I need someone to go with me because I can't go by myself because I'm too afraid and terrified type energy. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Oh, Leo, Virgo, Cusp. And I say that like that because I already know that Virgo has obsessive mental tendencies. So it's a quick rabbit hole if the strength is lost. That's the balance. Knight of Cups here, right? Going forward in expressing your emotions. So if you have that fear and you express that fear, that's the first step toward healing that fear, because that's an acknowledgement of that fear. Ooh, and we got the Tower. Bam. So you're going to get confronted with it. You're going to get confronted with it. Yes, I don't wish it upon you, but I'm telling you that's what's coming. You're going to get confronted with this fear. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be abandoned, but you're going to be, they're going to take you through something that's going to trigger something in your mind. But the good thing about a Tower is that you remember when lightning strikes, right? You remember when lightning strikes. When a Tower hits you, you learn the lesson. You can try and learn, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes with some of these other cards, when we just kind of like flow and learn a lesson, we don't retain it. A Tower, you always retain a Tower. Okay, you always remember when you had especially a big one, especially if it's one like that, you remember that day. Okay? You remember that day. We got Page of Wands here. Okay, this is going forward again with a new ego, a new sense of self, a new passion for life, right? So this Tower is going to re-give you a new passion for life. A passion for life is no longer based on fear, or fear of abandonment at the very least. Y'all got a deep reading. I like it. Wait a minute, Leo. I just thought I was like, wait a minute. All these other cuss signs, they had like there's like love or something. You got some deep like issues here. What is this? Not in a bad way. But I'm just saying, like, oh, this is a more complex and thought out reading than the other one. Seven of Swords. So this to me is saying you don't know how to communicate that you've been hurt. With that and the Two of Swords, it's the whole, I don't know how to even say I've been hurt in order to even like deal with it. Did my candle just go out? Poor dude. Mm. Yeah, I got emotional. Hello. Seven of Swords here. Yeah, because you really don't know how to express your emotions. You deceive yourself about how you feel about a lot of different things. I'm getting, right? So it's one of those things where you may, out of ego, tell yourself that like you may want to like, oh, I really am not afraid to go to the mall. I don't have any fears or any problems like that. I will just go to the mall. I have so many friends. Like, oh my god. And then it's like trying to track down somebody and it's hard, or you're trying to like go do something and you get like a nervous twitch. You get that anxiety attack from that Virgo side that comes in from the obsessive thought, and it's like a back and forth thing. So you don't really know how to feel because you're not letting yourself feel what you want to feel. You're trying to control how you feel, which is why the tower's coming. Because, and I'm not saying it like, how am I saying it? Like, you're trying to control so much of how people see you that you're kind of putting yourself in a box where you see yourself like a particularly different way than everybody else sees you, and you're trying to force them to see you the way that you see you, and they're not going to because you're really not showing them your truth. See, when the person you are on the inside and you just show the person you are on the inside on the outside, then at that point everybody sees the like your truth of who you are. They may not have the same opinion about it, but they see the truth of it. They don't see a completely different person than the one you're trying to put out. Which is what tends to happen. If you're trying to put out a specific thing, people are going to see you in a different way than you want them to be seen. But if you're just putting out yourself, people are just going to see you as who you are. Eight of Cups. Oh, okay. Six of Wands, yeah. Emotional attachment brings victory here. So this is detaching from kind of that controlling energy, but it's more like detaching from this people pleasing idea. It's people pleasing, but it's a kind of hidden people pleasing because people do that all the time where we will do certain things because we don't want to be left by somebody and whatever, but chances are like it's like one of those things of like if you fear being left by this person, you have to ask yourself why it is you fear being left by this person or in this particular situation, and what emotional fulfillment are they giving you that you aren't able to give yourself. That's how you get to the victory here, because then you won't be trying to walk away from your emotions because you apparently don't trust them. And if you don't trust them when they come along for you to feel them, you won't really get there the right way. Yeah. Damn. Like they won't come out the right way. You'll close up your throat chakra. It'll be a whole bunch of things. My recommendation, a little trust you can dance to. That is a subliminal. That's on my other page, Shadow Subliminals. It's about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your guides, trusting your emotions, trusting who you are. So go listen to that. Also, get the Relieving Rose candle and the New Beginnings candle. Especially New Beginnings, because New Beginnings is going to be, especially help you with this Tower moment. But also open up your throat chakra, which is self-expression. That's linked in the description below on my shadow site. Yeah. And then my newest subliminal to listen to, Out of Mind, Out of Body, is on there too. So you can go check that out there as well. That's for expanding your consciousness. Because that can also kind of help you not see your emotions as being so deceptive. If you can look at them from a broader point of view. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it, where's my little shaman card I just had? Oh my god. For one of these, if you please. It's like a thing, apparently. I need a chaotic cleanse, to be honest, but I am. It works so well, but it's like so addictive. Chaotic cleanse. It's in my site, and I love it. It's probably my favorite thing I've done. Like, I like the scent. I like the mist. Okay. Need to stay hydrated out here. Forgiveness. Okay. So forgiveness is a thing to work on here. Forgiveness, number 23. See how there's the sun and the moon that's there? The sun being you, the moon being your emotions, right? A part of you is your emotions, you know that, right? Like, that's a deep part of you. If you try to ignore that, then you're not really being who you are. Part of being a Leo is standing in your truth constantly, being who you are, radiating who you are. The sun means I am. That's part of showing that strength. If you're not showing that strength, then it's not gonna... If you're not showing that strength or aware of that strength or tapped into that strength, the emotions are definitely going to overwhelm you because there's not enough balance in the sun and the moon being there. And we talk about balance a lot of masculine and feminine energies, but this one is definitely about who you are and how you feel. Balancing those two things out. It's definitely about that. Okay. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all those things which you should be doing right now if you haven't already done it. Yes, subscribe here because I'm very direct. Yes, please like the video. I do want to thank you all who already have left comments. Thank you all who already have liked the video. Thank you all who have already subscribed. I appreciate you so much. If you're new here, come back. If you've been here, hi again. I hope you have a great day. Namaste. Bye-bye.